Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Digital Commonwealth's 2020 Annual Conference. On behalf of the Digital Commonwealth Conference Committee, I would like to welcome you to our first virtual endeavor. I would like to remind you about our Code of Conduct, which you received as part of our reminder to log into today's conference. And the virtual program for today's conference is available on our webpage, digitalcommonwealth.org. Many of our presenters today have built-in time for questions and answers. So we ask that you type your questions in the chat box and we will be moderating them. Note that sessions will run from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We will take a 30-minute lunch break and sessions will then start again at 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. We will be sending out a survey at the end of the conference, so please be on the lookout for that. If as many people as possible could complete it, we would be very much appreciated, as it will help us plan for future events. We're going to kick off this morning's sessions with Danielle Sangalang, Digital Commonwealth President, with her welcome remarks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Danielle Sangalang, and I'm honored to be speaking to you today as the President of the Board of Directors of the Digital Commonwealth. I'd like to express my gratitude for having had the opportunity to represent the organization this past year. We're thrilled to have so many of you joining us today for the Digital Commonwealth's 14th Annual Conference, Contextual Conversations, Representation, and Digital Practice. Although it's our 14th annual conference, like so many other organizations, it's our first time in the digital format. Today we'll be exploring the issues of politics, ethics, representation, and context in digital collections. Many of you are joining us today from all over the country, so I'd like to offer a brief overview of the Digital Commonwealth. We are the statewide digital repository for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the state hub for the Digital Public Library of America. The membership and programming part of the Digital Commonwealth is a nonprofit organization that works in collaboration with the Digital Partners team at the Boston Public Library. The Digital Partners team provides collection advice, conducts site visits to organizations looking to have their materials digitized, offers metadata assistance, scans and images material, and is responsible for the hardware and software that allows for both hosting and harvesting of digital content. We are fortunate that the Digital Partners team receives funding from the Massachusetts state budget and enables us to offer free digitization services to any nonprofit organization in the state. The online repository sees more than 4,000 daily users, now hosts more than 1,500 individual collections, and includes over 810,000 items, of which there are more than 300,000 photographs, more than 165,000 letters and correspondence, more than 78,000 documents, and much, much more. Digital Commonwealth membership and programming organizes outreach and education around the collection, as well as the annual conference, and works with our more than 200 member institutions. Digital Commonwealth and other state digital libraries perform an invaluable service in preserving and providing access to documents, prints, film, video, audio, objects, artifacts, maps, and atlases, to name a few. 4 years ago, when I began working as an archivist at the Massachusetts College of Art and Design, I immediately began sending material to Digital Commonwealth in preparation for our college's 150th anniversary in 2023. I started with our yearbooks, and since then, our course catalogs, student handbooks, and student newspapers have all been digitized. Right now, as I'm speaking to you from my living room, I cannot express how grateful I am to have these materials available online, and that during these challenging times, I'm able to provide remote work for my 4 interns, as well as still be able to answer reference requests. This is but one example of the importance of preserving the heritage of our cultural institutions that organizations such as the Digital Commonwealth provide. We encourage you all to explore the repository at digitalcommonwealth.org. Digital Commonwealth's membership is comprised of institutions ranging from university and public libraries, museums, historical societies, and a whole host of other cultural organizations. During my tenure as president, the Digital Commonwealth Board created a new membership level, the Friends of the Digital Commonwealth. This was to allow individuals who are either not associated with an institution or who are associated with an institution that is ineligible for membership to join Digital Commonwealth and become members. In addition, the board clarified the roles of the membership committee, which was created last year, and the Outreach and Education Committee. Thank you to our board members for all their work this year. Our committees have also had a very busy year. Our membership committee organized 3 Getting Started with Digital Commonwealth events across the state. These sessions enable us to interact with prospective members and provide them with valuable information on how to start thinking about getting their collections ready for digitization. Thanks to our digital partners team, we were also able to offer quarterly members-only VIP tours with Boston Public Library's digitization space. These gave members the inside scoop on how their materials are processed, handled, and digitized. These were well attended and enthusiastically received. The membership committee also performed a member satisfaction survey, which will inform future decisions on how we can better serve our members. Our Outreach and Education Committee has been working on 4 social studies lesson plans, which align with the National Curriculum Standards for Social Studies and the Massachusetts History and Social Studies Framework. In November, the committee made a presentation to the Essex Society of Genealogists using genealogical materials for the Digital Commonwealth collection. I want to thank all of our committee members for their hard work and dedication this year, and also extend a special thank you to the Boston Public Library and their staff for their help preserving our collections and making them accessible to the public. I think we all realized a number of weeks ago that the probability of this year's conference happening in person was decreasing by the moment. When the shoe finally dropped, and we knew that it indeed was not going to happen in person, a small but determined group of people rallied round to make sure that today's event happened. I'd like to give a special thank you to our conference committee and our conference manager, Glinda Benham, who worked tirelessly over the last month to ensure that there would still be a quality conference this year. They were very quickly able to adapt the conference to a virtual format despite being socially distanced. Everyone's health and safety is our primary concern, and we're happy to provide a professional development opportunity for our members, existing friends, and many new friends who are confined to working from their homes. Despite the difficulties we faced in the past few weeks, having the conference online and offering it at no charge has enabled us to provide access to individuals who might not otherwise be able to attend, for financial reasons, timing, distance, transportation, or a variety of other reasons. So thank you to everyone for joining us today, wherever you may be. We're also appreciative that a number of our exhibitors graciously agreed to become sponsors of our virtual conference. Thank you so much to Backstage Library Works, the Massachusetts Library System, New England Document Systems, Preservica, and Cortex by Adam Matthew. We welcome our exhibitors for joining us online. We greatly appreciate your kind support, and we hope to see you again in person next year. We're also fortunate to have an outstanding lineup of scholars who will be speaking with you today. We're excited to welcome Elaine L. Westbrooks, Vice Provost for University Libraries and University Librarian at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and board member of the Digital Public Library of America, as our keynote speaker. Michael Della Britta and Shanae Morin from the Digital Public Library of America. Digital Services Manager at the Boston Public Library, Evan English, will be providing his annual update and, as always, popular top most viewed items in the collection speech. And all of our amazing speakers and panelists, thank you. I want to wish all of you and your loved ones the very best for staying safe and healthy, and don't forget to wash your hands often and practice social distancing. Enjoy the conference, everyone. Thank you so much.